Dinner Divas enjoy the good things in life with Mr. Price Home. In the good old days, passionate cooks shared their recipes by writing them down. But nowadays, thousands of enthusiastic foodies all over the world post their favourite recipes and food pictures on the internet, creating food blogs. This has caused such an online frenzy that some food bloggers have even become food celebrities with great new careers. But can they write and develop recipes? And can they cook? Let's find out. In a sudden elimination heat, bloggers with similar blog messages will face each other.
My name is Tammy Magden. I work as a social development coordinator. I'm married and I have 2 children. The name of my blog is Rum Tum Tigs, and the reason for the name is it's a combination between the character of Rum Tum Tugger in the musical Cats and the character of Tigger in Winnie the Pooh. It's the characteristics of the two, a bit naughty and a bit bubbly and excited all the time.
My name's Sue Green. I live in Pietermaritzburg and I'm married with 2 children and 2 grandchildren, my dudes. My blog's name is Sue Chef, which is obviously a play on my name. However, I'm not a chef. I'm just a person that loves a bargain and loves to cook. And my blog's about that. Delicious budget beaters.
Each contestant will receive a 6th Sense Jet Chef microwave combination oven from Whirlpool, a gift voucher from Mr. Price Home, a pantry full of Rhodes foods, and as inspiration, a copy of fellow blogger Sam Linzel's Drizzle and Dip recipe book.
I'm expecting to learn what it's like to cook on television.
Obviously, I'd like to win.
The winner will get 2 exclusive chapters in the Dinner Diva recipe book. Be a judge on the next season of Dinner Divas. Enjoy a breakaway at the Divalicious Upper East Side Hotel in Cape Town. 25,000 Rand top of the range Whirlpool kitchen appliances and 50,000 Rand cash.
I think this entire experience will not only benefit me and my readers, but also the blog.
The biggest prize for the contestants will be the exposure, drawing more visitors to their blogs and improving their chances of earning big bucks from advertisers. But first, they have to overcome major obstacles. The judges.
I don't fancy bloggers at all.
I think there's a lot of different criteria that need to be met, and the stakes are definitely higher for the contestants.
The great thing about judging anything, especially food, is that you must come there with the expectation of having fun, enjoying the food for what it is on the plate, as opposed to coming there looking for tough things.
In this heat, the judges will not know who the bloggers are. They will vote based on printed copies of the bloggers' writing, menus, recipes, and tasting the food.
My menu today is homemade KFC-style baked chicken with a homemade barbecue dipping sauce, a side salad, 10-minute bread rolls and some brownies for dessert.
My menu for today is pork sausage meatballs, served with a sweet and sour sauce, and fried rice with vegetables and egg, and lemony cupcakes.
We have in front of us are 2 very interesting menus. The first one is full of promise. So I'm looking forward to seeing how the boring sounding KFC chicken idea is going to come out on the plate.
And then dinner 2, I'm excited because she's got an Asian twist to her main course. And of course the lemon cupcakes are bound to be delicious.
Ladies, welcome to the Dinner Diva kitchen. Here is where you will cook a family meal of your choice for our judges. The judges hold the power to put you both through, or only one of you through, or none of you through. They will be looking for your cooking skills, but also your blogging and other skills. The judges will score your meal on taste, balance, and nutrition. They will focus on your menu choices and ingredients. Are they in season? Are they local? Are they available at your local supermarket? And is the cost of the meal within reach of a normal family's budget? Then they will look at your creativity, originality and writing style of your recipes, how well you've described your blog in 100 words, the styling of the food plates, and how nicely you've set your tables. Are you up for it?
Oh, yes.
Right. Let's cook.
Dinner Divas. Grill. With Mr. Price Home. You're watching Dinner Divas. With Mr. Price Home.
Then Michelle said, let's cook.
That meant that we really had to get to it. It was going to happen.
And it was all of a sudden, now the timer is going.
First, Tammy and Sue have to set their tables. And they have to get all their utensils and ingredients ready. And then it was time to cook.
I knew I had to tackle the cupcakes first because they not only had to cook, they had to cool so I could put some icing on them. My cupcake recipe is the easiest in the whole world. Anybody can make it. You bung everything into one bowl, mix it for 3 minutes, and that's it. You can use any flour that you want, but I use Sasko because it's good quality.
My work plan was to start with the brownies so that I could get that in the oven because you could serve that cold. Everything else needed to be hot, so I worked off the back of, working within that window. It was the first time I'd cooked with gas, so all of a sudden I had to learn, okay, how do you regulate it and how do you get it to boil the way you want it to melt the chocolate.
Are the brownies in the oven, Tammy?
Yeah, I'm going to put them in the oven now with the wedges so we can get 2 things done at the same time while I batter the chicken. So.
I wish I was a judge. Well, good luck, Tammy.
Thank you very much, Michelle.
Into the sugar, butter, and chocolate mixture, Tammy beats her eggs. As fresh eggs are best for baking, she uses new-laid eggs. She pours the mixture into a brownie pan and pops it into the oven.
And the second menu, we have lots of fun, cheap fun, but so it must be fun and chirpy. And how you make a sausage interesting, I'm very much looking forward to that as well. So the expectations are very high. Let the bloggers produce the goods.
Everything I cooked today is pretty economical. It's just 1 packet of sausages to make the meatballs. It's a recipe that goes a long way. When I'm making the meatballs, I squeeze the sausage meat out of the skins and then add the other ingredients, the breadcrumbs, chopped parsley, the egg. You mix it all together with your hands, and then using some flour, you mould little meatballs, which you then fry.
It's a pity that I won't be able to enjoy the meatballs since I don't eat pork. But I think, according to a recipe, it sounds like it would be quite a tasty dish.
I organised the sauce and then the fried rice. The sweet and sour sauce is really easy to make. You mix corn flour with the juice from a tin of Rhodes pineapple. Then you add the sugar, the vinegar, the tomato sauce, the soy sauce and sweet chili sauce. Mix them all together in a pan, heat it through, and then you add the chopped Rhodes pineapple.
I'm looking forward to the baked chicken. I'm excited about it because I think it's a nice twist on, instead of frying the chicken, having it baked, and it sounds like quite a wholesome meal.
For my homemade KFC style baked chicken, first you crush your cornflakes in a cereal bowl or use a bag and set that aside with a little bit of chicken spice in it. By making a batter with flour, egg and milk, season that to taste and dip my chicken in there first. I'll then coat it in the crushed cornflakes and drizzle it with melted butter before putting it in the oven. There's 4 eggs in the batter, which is why it's so important that the eggs are fresh, and a fresh egg is a new laid egg.
Sue, what must still be done?
I'm finishing cooking the meatballs. My sweet and sour sauce is fine. I've got to do some fried rice and ice the cakes.
Sounds fantastic. I leave you to it.
The fried rice is very economical, particularly if you use frozen vegetables. But I like to add some eggs because it adds protein. It was cooked beforehand. Fried rice is much better made with a day or 2 old rice.
It looks like the dipping sauce is made by adding some roughly chopped onion and garlic to a can of Rhodes chopped tomatoes and some seasoning.
Then season it to taste. You would know what you'd like, so you might want to make it a bit sweeter with some honey or make it a little bit more spicy. And then boil that up until it becomes nice and thick, and then you pop it into a blender to blend it until smooth. Oh boy, and then I realized not everything fits, so I had to make a plan, and all of a sudden I had to put the wedges in the microwave so they could at least cook while the chicken was going, and it all came together. I found this great recipe for 10-minute bread rolls on the I Love Cooking website. It happens to be one of Sasko's recipes, which is great. You sift the Sasko flour with your baking powder and salt, and then you add to it half a cup of water and an egg, and you mix that together and knead well until everything is combined. So you slice them into the bread rolls of your preference, and then you fry them in shallow oil.
How are you doing, Tammy?
I'm just stressed.
Sue begins with the frosting for her cupcakes. She mixes together sifted icing sugar and fresh lemon juice. She then lightly drizzles the mixture over her cupcakes and arranges them on a cupcake stand. She then starts with her finishing touches. And so does Tammy. Tammy, are you going to make it?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
It's perfectly fine.
Okay, great. Sue, how are you doing?
I'm done.
No, you're done?
Yep.
Are you going to plate? And
Yes.
How are you going to keep it warm?
I'm going to warm it through just now and
Just
plate
now?
it. Yes.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
It's time for Tammy and Sue to start dishing up.
By then it was so late. I was worried that the chicken wouldn't be done in time because I was pretty much out of time by the time I put the chicken in the oven, and it needed an hour to cook. So it was incredibly stressful. I was all hot and bothered, and my heart was racing most of the time.
30 seconds. You're doing it. Don't want to make you nervous. 3, 2, stop dishing, Tammy. Sue, hands off.
Dinner Divas. Chop with Mr. Price Home. Dinner Divas are cooking with Mr. Price Home.
I think it went really reasonably well. You know, when you're cooking in somebody else's kitchen, it's always something a little bit touch and go, and you can't exactly remember how you made it the last time, so you sort of play along and, you know, just make a plan. But I think it went well. I really hope the judges like it. I'm just holding thumbs that it's, you know, something that they find impressive.
Phew. Well, that went well. I hope the judges like it though. I was a bit concerned about my sweet and sour sauce. It didn't quite come as clear as it normally does. But apart from that, I'm pretty pleased with what went on the plate.